This is Algebra Course Practice Section 3.3 for Grade 8. 1 over 3x plus 5 over 3x. Both fractions have the same denominator, so we could just add both of the numerators up. 1 plus 5 is going to be 6. 6 over 3x could be simplified. We divide 6 by 3 and 3x by 3, that will be 2 over x. 4x over x plus 4 plus 16 over x plus 4. Both fractions again have the same denominator. We could just add both the numerators up. That would be 4x plus 16. And now they want the greatest common factor. So let's solve for that. 4x could be split into 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by x. 16 could be split into 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. And now we solve for it. Cancel out these 2's. And the greatest common factor is going to be 2 multiplied by 2, which is going to be 4. And then inside the bracket, it's going to be x plus 2 multiplied by 2, which is going to be 4. That gave us that. So the greatest common factor will be 4. And then they cancelled out the x plus 4 from the numerator and denominator, and the answer will just be 4. Part C, 4 over x minus 4 plus 4 over x minus 4 squared. Here we need both fractions to have the same denominator. So we could multiply the numerator and denominator of the first fraction by x minus 4, so both fractions could have the denominator x minus 4 squared. So 4 multiplied by x minus 4 over x minus 4 multiplied by x minus 4, which is going to be x minus 4 squared. We got the common denominator, so we can just forget about it. Just forget that we ever wrote that. Now let's solve for the numerator. 4 multiplied by x is going to be 4x as we distribute. 4 multiplied by minus 4 is going to be minus 16. And then we just have plus 4 over here because it already has the common denominator. We do not need to change it. Negative 16 plus 4, that is going to be negative 12. 4x stays the same. And now they need the greatest common factor, so let's just solve for that. 4x could be split into 2, so by 2 multiplied by x. Negative 12 could be split into, just forget the negative sign, it's just gonna go into the bracket. It could be split into 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Take this 2, take it from here 2, here, here. So it will be 2 multiplied by 2, which is going to be 4. X minus 3. Which of the following is the simplest form of 1 over 4k plus 11 over 4k? Both fractions have the same denominator, so we can just add up the numerators. 1 plus 11 is 12. 12 over 4k we could divide the numerator by 4, the denominator by 4, that would be 3 over k. Six y over y plus 6 plus 36 over y plus 6. Both fractions have the same denominator, so we could just add up the numerators. That would be 6y plus 36. And now we need to find the greatest common factor to simplify it. So 6y could be split up into 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by y. And 36 could be split up into 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2. The greatest common factors is just 6, and in the bracket to leave y plus 6. 3 multiplied by 2, and then y. So 6y plus 6 over y plus 6, which is our common denominator. We could cancel y plus 6 from the numerator and the denominator. And then to get the condition, we do whatever you cancel that, it will cancel out. No. Whatever you cancel out, you do that does not equal to 0. Just like this. And then you take this to the side, positive 6 to the other side becomes negative 6. So y does not equal to negative 6. And the answer is going to be 6. Here, both fractions have the same denominator, so we could again just add up the numerators. 20s plus 25 plus 4s squared. We need to put this in standard form. So 4s squared at the start plus 20s plus 25 over 2s plus 5 cubed. Okay, so to solve this, we do 25 multiplied by 4. 25 changes to 100. Now we need two numbers. The product is 100 and the sum is 20. That is 10 and 10. So it becomes 4s plus 10 4s plus 10 because 4s squared, we're going to find out what this splits into. We can't yet when using this method. Okay, and then we do over 4. So 10 is not divisible by 4. It is divisible, but it will just give us a decimal, which is annoying. So we split 4 into 2 and 2, and we divide both 4s, like they're both 4s plus 10s. So that will leave us with 2s plus 5 over here and 2s plus 5 over here. So in the final fraction, we get 2s plus 5 squared over 2x plus 5 cubed. The 3 minus 2, that'd be 1. Remove this. 1 over 3 minus 2 is 1, so 1 over 2x plus 5. That's the answer. It is. Okay, what's the simplest form of y plus 4 over 2y plus 3 plus y minus 3 over 5y minus 4? Here, to get the same denominator, we multiply the denominator of the first fraction by the numerator and denominator of the second fraction, and the denominator of the second fraction by the numerator and denominator of the first fraction. First off, let's just find the least common denominator. Let's just find the common denominator. 2 multiplied by 5, that is going to be 10. And then y plus 3, y minus 4 stays the same. No need to expand it. Now let's find the numerators. 5y minus 4 multiplied by y plus 4. Let's expand y minus 4 by distributing the 5. 5 multiplied by y minus 4. We said distribute. That'll be 5y minus 20. 5y because 5 multiplied by y and 5 multiplied by minus 4, 5y minus 20. So we have 5y minus 20 multiplied by y plus 4. Five y multiplied by y, that's going to be 5y squared. Five y multiplied by 4, that's going to be 20y. Negative 20 multiplied by y is going to be negative 20y. Negative 20 multiplied by 4 is going to be negative 80. Positive 20y and negative 20y get cancelled out. So the answer will be 5y squared minus 80 for the first numerator. Now for the second numerator, let's expand 2y plus 3 2 multiplied by y is going to be 2y. 2 multiplied by 3 is going to be 6. 2y plus 6. Okay. So 2y plus 6 multiplied by y minus 3. 2y multiplied by y is going to be 2y squared. Two y multiplied by minus 3 is going to be minus 6y. 6 multiplied by y is going to be 6y. So my negative 6y plus 6y is going to get cancelled out. And then positive 6 multiplied by negative 3, it's going to be negative 18. So we got 5y squared plus 2y squared, that's going to be 7y squared. Negative 80, change the sign to plus, and the opposite of positive 18 is negative 18. So negative 80 plus negative 18 is going to be negative 98. So the final numerator is 7y squared minus 98. Here, let's find the least common factor. 7y squared could be split into 7y, 98 could be split into 7, 7, and 2, and forget about the negative sign, it's going to be in the bracket. So we take 1 7 over here, and that's it. So 7 multiplied by 2 is going to be 14, and then y squared. So we got 7 on the outside, y squared minus 14. So that's the answer. 7y squared minus 14, yep, that's it. Y over 6 y squared minus 16 plus 7y over 2 y minus 4 squared. Okay, to make it easier to know what each denominator is missing, let's expand the denominators. So we got, but not like the constants over here like 6 and 2, just the like y squared minus 16 and y minus 4 squared. This is the difference of two squares, y squared minus 16. It will be y minus 4, y plus 4. This is y minus 4 squared. It doesn't need to be expanded actually. Just y minus 4, y minus 4. So we need to multiply the first equation by y minus 4 clearly, and the second equation by y plus 4. And now here's when we do 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we multiply the second fraction by also 3. So first fraction will be multiplied by y minus 4. Second fraction will be multiplied by 3 and y plus 4. Okay, so y, so by y minus 4. We'll distribute y squared, y multiplied by y is y squared. Y multiplied by minus 4, that's going to be minus 4y. First denominator, numerator is y squared minus 4y. Now we multiply 7y by 3y plus 4. So let's multiply 7y by 3 first of all. 7 multiplied by 3 is going to be 21, and the y stays the same, that's going to be 21y. So 21y, y plus 3. 21y multiplied by y is going to be 21y squared. 21y multiplied by 3, that's going to be... Wait, no, it's not plus 3. My bad, it's plus 4. Plus 4. Excuse me. That's going to be 84y. Felt like something was off. It's plus 4. Y plus 4. So we got 21y squared plus 84y. That's the second numerator. So let's add 21y squared plus y squared minus 4y. Okay, so 21y squared plus y squared is going to be 22y squared. 84y minus 4 is going to be 80y. So we get 22y squared plus 80y. And we didn't find the denominator yet. Let's just find this really quick. So as we said, both of them have the same denominator. So let's just do one, like, we don't need to multiply both of them. We already know we just need one. So we need to multiply the first fraction by, as we said, y plus 4 only. So it's a quicker one to find. Let's do that. So the denominator will be 6 y minus 4 squared y plus 4. We don't need to multiply 3 and y plus 4 to the second denominator, because they're both going to have the same denominator. No point. Okay. Here we need to find the greatest common factor. 22 is 2 multiplied by 11 multiplied by y multiplied by y. 80y is going to be 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 2 multiplied by y. 2 over here and y over here. So the greatest common factor is 2y. And then 11 multiplied by y is 11y. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 4 multiplied by 5 is 20. 20 multiplied by 2 is 40. So we're going to get 2y, 11y plus 40 over the least common denominator, which is 6y minus 4 squared y plus 4. Here 6 could be split up into 3 and 2, and 2 multiplied by y. 2y could be split up into 2. Cancel out the 2. That will leave us with 3. Leave us with y up top and 3 in the denominator. So your answer is going to be y, 11y plus 40, 3y minus 4 squared, y plus 4. Here they just want the least common denominator. So we could just ignore the numerators. 14 could be split up into 7 and 2. And then a cubed is just 3a's. And there's 1b. 6ab cubed, 3 and 2 is what 6 is split up into. 1a and 3b's. Okay, so here we have 7 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. 14 by 3 is going to be 42. And then a squared, a cubed, b squared, b cubed. So a cubed, b cubed. That is your answer. Now again, just ignore the numerators. Let's just solve for the least common denominator. So 12 is split up into 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3a's multiplied by 3b's. 16ab split up into 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1a and 1b. So take one of these, another one, 1a, 1b. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, 12 multiplied by 2 is 24, 24 multiplied by 2 is 48. So our coefficient, and then 1a, 2 a's, 3 a's, 1b, 2 b's, 3 b's. 48a cubed. Okay, here when simplified, the sum of 5m over m minus 3 plus 2m squared plus 2 over m squared minus 9 reduces to the general form am squared plus bm plus c, where a, b, and c are constants, and fm is the least common denominator of the given rational expressions. Okay, so first we need to find the least common denominator. M minus 3 is already in its simplest form, so just forget about that actually. M squared minus 9 could be split up into m minus 3 m plus 3 because of the difference of two squares. So both fractions have m minus 3, so we just need to multiply the first fraction by m plus 3 to find the common denominator. So 5m multiplied by m plus 3 we distribute. 5m multiplied by m is going to be 5m squared. 5m multiplied by 3 is going to be 15m. So 5m squared plus 15m. The denominator is obviously going to be m minus 3, m plus 3, or you could just do m squared minus 9. But let's just expand it, because why not? A minus 3 and plus 3. Both are correct. And then we just get plus 2 over here, because we don't need to change it. We don't need to multiply it by anything, because it already has the common denominator like in its fraction. Okay, so now that's for what is the value of a. A is the first coefficient, and that is 5. What is the value of b? B is the second coefficient, that is 15. And what's the value of c? It is the constant over here, 2. All of them are constants. Okay, but it's the last one, and c is the last. That's the last. You need to make sure to write this in standard form, or else you're gonna get the wrong answers. And also focus on like the variables of m. Look, m squared to start. Don't make a silly mistake. It's easy question. Okay, x squared over x squared minus 6x plus 8, and x cubed over x squared minus 9x plus 20. They want the least common denominator. Okay, x squared minus 6x plus 8 could be split into, we need two numbers. Their product is 8 and their sum is 6. That would be 4 and 2. So 4 and 2. And then let's just find the signs. The first sign stays the same, minus. And the second sign, minus multiplied by plus, is going to be minus. So these are the components of x squared minus 6x plus 8. These are the multiples. Okay, x squared minus 4x plus 20. Two numbers, product 20 and sum 9. That will be 5 and 4. X, find the signs. First sign stays the same. Second sign minus multiplied by plus is going to be minus. Okay, so we only have one x minus 4, x minus 5 and x minus 2 stay the same. Forget this line. We have one x minus 4 and x minus 5 and x minus 2. Now they're saying that a is the largest. So which one is the largest? That is obviously 5. B is larger than C but smaller than A. That is obviously 4. And then C is the smallest. That is 2. A over A minus 3 plus A over A plus 3 is equal to F A over GA, where GA is the least common denominator of the two atoms. Okay. And FA is a function of A. What's the value of G4? So A over A minus 3 plus A over A plus 3. Multiply the denominator of the first fraction by the numerator and denominator of the second fraction, and the denominator of the second fraction by the numerator and denominator of the first fraction. So A multiplied by A plus 3. Distribute. A multiplied by A is going to be A squared. A multiplied by 3 is going to be 3A. And now we multiply A by A minus 3 from the second fraction. Distribute. A multiplied by A is going to be A squared. A multiplied by minus 3 is going to be minus 3A. Okay, Both of these cancel out because positive 3a minus 3a, that's going to be 0a, cancel out. And then a squared plus a squared is going to be 2a squared. So we got the numerator. Now let's solve for the least common denominator. As we said, just multiply the denominator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction, the denominator of the second fraction by the denominator of the first fraction. But since we're going to have the same denominator as always in every single question, we just multiply one of them. We don't need to check. It's useless, just a waste of time. So a minus 3 multiplied by a plus 3. You're going to get the same answer. Okay, so that is your denominator. Don't expand it. You're just going to be complicating yourself. Okay, so they're saying G4 and here they said GA. So they're substituting A by the value of 4. So all we're doing is just substituting A by 4. This one's a really easy question. This one's plus 3. So 4 minus 3 is going to be 1. 4 plus 3 is going to be 7. 1 multiplied by 7 is going to be just 7. So what is the value of G4? That is 7. Here, the rational expression 7 over 3xy cubed may be expressed in the equivalent form ky to the power of n over 15xy to the power of 7, and k and n are integers. Here, they're just asking what's going to be the value of the numerator after 3xy cubed was multiplied by something to become 15xy to the power of 7. We could find that by dividing 15 by 3, that is going to be 5. We're trying to find out what to multiply the numerator by right now. X divided by x, they both cancel out, that's going to be nothing. Y to the power of 7 over y to the power of 3. We just do 7 minus 3, that will be 4. So y to the power of 4. So 5y to the power of 4, that's what we're supposed to multiply the numerator by. 7 multiplied by 5, that's going to be 35. So the value of k is 35. And then y to the power of 4. They're just asking what's going to be the variable of y. Here, there is common denominator of n over 9, not n, 9 over 10z to the power of 5, and 1 over 35z squared is kz to the power of n, where k and n are positive integers. Okay, so to find this common denominator, we need to write out the multiples. 10 is 5 multiplied by 2, z, 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 5z. 35 is going to be 7 multiplied by 5 and 2 z's. Cancel out 5 from the top and the bottom. Cancel out z from here to the top and the bottom as well. Both z's. Okay, so we have 1 5, 1 2, 1 7, and then 1 2, 3, 4, 5 z's. 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. 10 multiplied by 7 is 70. Z to the power of 5. So k is 70. What's the value of n? It's the variable of z, which is going to be 5. Okay, here. 2 over 3x plus 4 over 3x. Both fractions have the same denominator, which is 3x, so we could just add up the numerators. So it'll be 2 plus 4, which is 6. 6 over 3x. We could divide the numerator by 3 and the denominator by 3. That will be 2 over x. What is the value of k? K is the constant, it's the numerator, which is 2, because in 2 over x, the numerator is 2. Yep, and everything's correct. Okay, thank you for watching.